is still not satisfied with the structure of his defence. He has brought back Gregor Stevens to the exclusion of Ian Redford, who's on the bench with Robert Fritz. Redford played at full-back for Rangers against Hibs at Easter Road recently. And with young Kenny back, operating probably in midfield for Rangers today, the only major change apart from that is the return of Davy Cooper. There he is, limbering up. The man who actually dropped himself from the side. And that, of course, is an incentive for him to play well today for his club. And there is Danny McGrain, MBE, thus joining John Gregg and Billy McNeill, the two managers, to have that distinction. And no man deserves it more for his conduct both on and off the field. And there is the Celtic team. A lot of worries about possible injuries to the side, but as you can see from that selection, it is on normal lines. The referee today, David Syme, he's been a Grade 1 referee for 11 years, and this is the third occasion he's done an Old Firm match. Well, I must say, I personally am delighted that this fixture is back to near day. It was always the traditional marvellous start to the year. I know we've had some trouble in the past, but I hope that's all behind us. Beginning of a new era, if you like, in this magnificent stadium. And by the way, the Rangers historians are very quick to point out that it's 1921. There's been an argument about it since Celtic last won an air-day game at Ibrox. Difficult to absorb that. The age of the flapper, Blackbird on the Charleston. Long, long time ago, and that was a brilliant ball. And that is a free kick. Superb through pass. Now this is very interesting. The game is just a minute old. Robin is trying to lob it, and a brilliant save. That's exactly the start this game needs. To get the attention of the terracing on the play, forget the hatreds and the antagonisms and get on with it. Stewart is up for it. And that ball seemed to disappear entirely from McAdam as he went through with his jump. Well coped by McAdam, kept his eye on the ball, towering fast. Here's Probin. McGarvey's on the run and is offside. I think McGarvey's annoyed because the pass was a trifle obvious, to say the least. McAdam winning everything in the air from young Kennedy. Probin. He's in that exploring mood. And never so casually back. And already Davy Probin, with 10 minutes of the game gone, has twice had these long runs probing this Rangers defence. That's McDonald. Now Cooper. And a bit of breathing space. That's a good-looking ball, and well touched away. Russell is there. And it comes to no conclusion. Bet. Well, there's another gift to Probin. Rangers really squandered a very good position. Good deal of nervousness about the play. There's Patterson. Throw to Rangers. Given a rather surprising degree of freedom to get along the touchline. Gray. Nicholas. Lovely little toe poke. Here's Reid. Doesn't quite have that acceleration. Donald tending to hold that back a little. Bet. That's McKinnon. Rather futile ball all the same. Good tackling by Stevens and McGray. Celtic attacking in strength now. Danny McGray has pushed himself forward. And Burns. Reed on the outside. Nicholas. McKinnon outside of the foot and now Bet. Who's playing very carelessly. McStay. 3 times in a game he has given the ball away to the opposition in dangerous positions. And perhaps he's worked it out of his system. That's a very good ball. Buns. Celtic edging forward very slowly. They have 5 men in the penalty area. McStay, brilliant goal. Crisply hit him. 1-0 for Celtic. 13 minutes gone. And the youngster took advantage of a rather stranded-looking Rangers defence. And as he stood there rather leadenly, he ran in and punished them. 1-0, and you got the feeling that that goal was going to come, given away by Patterson. Rangers squandering balls out of defence in the most prodigal manner. Here's Russell. They both looked at that. I think McDonald and Kennedy were well out of touch of that pass. Burns. Here's McKinnon. Very slight ball inside. There was nobody going through the middle for Rangers. Danny McGray picks it up very gratefully. And Proven. Nice slip. And it's given away. Charlie Nicholas. Mugabe is inside. And just passed. It looked easier for him to get a touch. Well, Celtic are really punishing Rangers for these basic errors. The loss of control of the ball has suddenly switched this game dramatically. Russell. Celtic cleared it very easily. Burns. And that is a free kick to Rangers this time. And Charlie Nicholas, I think, has been shouting at the referee, which is not the done thing. Straight back to Bet, and that was a hard tackle by McCarroll. Kenny Black, number 10, to take it. In go Rangers' big men. Warner comes for it. And he did it ever so easily. We are midway through the first half and Rangers have not had a single shot at goal yet. Pushed away by McClellan. There's John McDonald. Did that very well indeed. More typical of McDonald. Bet. Here is Cooper. Puts that away very well, and it's brilliantly saved. And there's a goal. Kenny Black, the equaliser. The first shot at goal has paid off. Well, Well, the youngster really picked that up. That was great play in the touchline by John McDonald. Opening it out, a good ball eventually by Bet. Giving Cooper space and freedom to turn, which could well have been brilliantly saved. And then Black stepped in. And he made sure. McLeod puts it through and Rangers were wide open. That's Mugabe. He ought to have done better than that. The point though is Rangers had a huge gap down the middle again. Here's McDonald going in for this, and Sinclair really stretched. And I think that really is the first self-inflicted injury that defence have had. To Proben. Black goes with them. That's a good ball. Superbly headed away. Bet. Rangers really hemmed in. Mugabe goes round the outside and almost inevitably is caught offside. There goes the half-time whistle. What an interesting first half that was, with Paul McStay adding the edge to Celtic superiority. His goal came in the 13th minute when Rangers looked a bit stranded in the penalty area, and he really did spank it home. And the equaliser coming for Rangers with really their first effective move at goal in the 23rd minute. With young Kenny Black, the other teenager, got in on that. And it was with utter conviction that sped to the net. And so it's a very even game in terms of score, but in terms of territory and possession, Celtic have been way out in front. While the first half was played at a tremendous pace, and I suspect we'll get something of the same in the second half. Can't bring it down though. Rangers fighting for every ball now. Cooper. Kennedy wants it and gets it. Takes his eye off it. McAdam swept it. Difficult game for Kennedy today against a very experienced player like McAdam. Cooper. Awkward ball for McAdam. Took it well, Patterson. There's Burns, brilliant move by Burns again. And McClellan reaches out that long leg of his. 7 minutes gone, still one each. Look at the pace of the man again. There's a 1-2 and there's too much. Corner is given. The Rangers players thought that had gone over the line. Certainly Kenny Black did. Corner to Celtic. Hovering ball, Patterson. There's Cooper. John McDonald. And I think a free kick for the first tackle. Free kick to Rangers. Sinclair gets right behind it again. Well, that's a slack ball. Bet. Looks away to the right again. Cooper's had much better service in this half. McKinnon's there for the overlap. Driving that. Well, that really was a kind of cross-come shot, and I suspect, though, looking at it again, that the goalkeeper had it well covered. Here's Bet. Russell. Beyond everybody, bar Danny McGray. Bet is there, Cooper's there. trying to get into scoring position, and Danny McGrain once again breaks it up. Rangers putting the pressure on. That's a free kick. McGrain is, I think, going to be booked. So Danny McGrain, the name goes in the book. Rangers big men are up there again, and that's Kennedy. And both Kennedy and Stevens committed themselves to go in on the attack, and the big Rangers teenager just got the side of his head to it. Very good effort there by the teenager. Free kick given to Celtic, in fact. Very quickly taken, and Patterson handles it. Looked a bit wobbly as he went for that ball. The hand was used. So, Proven again with a free kick. There's McLeod there. That's a side one, Danny McGrain, brilliantly. Oh, that's about the best shot I've ever seen Danny McGrain hit. It had power, accuracy. It was the right height. He tends to sky them. He didn't. That one is Jim Stewart. Knows only too well with that brilliant save. On to that. Black to Cooper. McGrain is with him. Flicks it in. And Kennedy. Not quite sure if Kennedy tried to flick that round towards the left-hand post, or whether the ball was so awkward he could just make contact with it. But clever ball back there by Russell. There's McLeod, gets away with that, and now Tommy Burns, the most elegant player on the field by far. That's a good ball again. It's driven in, and it's shot. I think he got the left foot to it. Well, it's a goal kick. It must have come off the base of the post then. Certainly, that was driven low in, and there was a shot, the deflection, the kind of deflected shot, and Stewart almost taken by surprise. Good ball inside by McStay. That'll be a corner kick. Robin swings it out. Patterson just getting there. Martin McLeod will let fly. And Stewart. That ball seemed to swill round the bodies. Stewart grabbed it eagerly. McDonald slipping again. Once or twice he's lost his balance. That's a throw to Celtic. Into Nicholas, who ran very intelligently in. He's aiming for goal himself this time. And a brilliant goal. An absolutely superb goal by Nicholas. 25 minutes of the second half gone, and we'll have a look at this. You got the impression he had made up his mind that if Celtic were going to score at all, that he was the man to do it. He didn't want any support. He went on his own, and that is the most glorious finish. And that's as good a goal as Charlie Nicholas has ever scored. Picked up there by Cooper. McDonald. Here's Bobby Russell. I think there was a hand to that. There's a corner kick. Good move by Rangers. Strong retaliation. And that goes down as a good save. Cooper to take this. Oh, it's brilliantly saved. That was a superb, instinctive save from Kennedy, who really did, I think, deserve a goal. in the way he took that ball, but when you're facing a keeper like Bonner in the form that he is in, that is a major obstacle. Oh, good turning by Mugabe. Round the referee this time, just for a variation. Charlie Nicholas was offside when the ball was passed forward. Kennedy being pulled from the back. Free kick to Rangers. 8 minutes left. Russell with it. Right beyond everybody, and Patterson may get there. Probin goes with him. That's McClelland. John McDonald can't get in and runs out of support. Celtic have everybody back bar Mugabe. Here's Redford. Cooper. Good ball inside. Patterson, and brilliantly saved from Kennedy. Kennedy has had no luck. That was a very good Rangers move. It was the quickness of it. They've lacked that a lot in the game, but they got the ball moving quickly, and the shot brilliantly saved by Bonner. And it goes to Russell, to Cooper. Reid goes with him. Trying to get it down to Redford. Just pushed away. Russell now. Couldn't get it strongly enough to the side. McClelland firmly in. That. Kennedy is down. There's too much in it. Danny McGrain. Celtic defending a little desperately at the moment. There's McDonald, Cooper. The obvious ball back. Time is running out for Rangers. Stevens. Nobody there for Rangers. McStay picks it up. There's Patterson, and Kennedy allows McCann to come right forward. 2 minutes left. Game is a bit untidy at the moment. Rangers desperately trying to open up what is a very tight Celtic defence. And here is McKinnon. That's curving down. Patterson, I think, will opt for the throw-in. Watch a good ball, John McDonald. Corner is given, and I think McDonald was appealing for a penalty. But we have a minute and a half left. Corner kick to Rangers, and this may well be their last chance to save the game. Not a very good one either. So we've got Russell with it. We're in the last minute. And Bonner does brilliantly again. He's had a superb match.
Not having it.